Here is the Mayflash. I legit forgot about this stick. I bought this stick to like review it, and I don't even think the review went up on the channel proper. Like, I think I did like a first impressions, but not a review of the Mayflash F101, right? Because I was like, let me talk about the cheapest brand new arcade stick you can buy that's not a piece of shit. Because you could probably find like a Razer, no, I'm sorry, damn. I'm so mean to the Razer Panthera Evo. You can probably find like a Hori Fighting Stick Mini for the same price. But those are like bottom of the barrel, right? I might buy one of these days just because, once again, small, cheap arcade stick. I like being like buyers beware. I'm a big fan of that. And I spend my own money to do it. Like, I'm not sent arcade sticks ever. I've been sent some buttons. I think I was sent the Sanba, the Combo Gravity Gen 1s. The white ones that are in my TE2. But I've never been like sent an arcade stick. It's very unfortunate. If I was a real big influencer, I'd be sent arcade sticks. So I'd be able to save money. Or make money, right? I'm sure some of those influencers sell those sticks, right? There's no way they just sit around with a bunch of sticks. Who am I kidding? If I do it, they probably do too, right? Yeah, I was supposed to like review this. It's like the cheapest new arcade stick you can get that works on PC, right? The Mayflash F101 Elite. I just wiped it off. That's why it's all shiny. The buttons, they're knockoff Sanwas. The lever is also knockoff Sanwa. It feels really nice. Like, it feels like a Sanwa. It doesn't feel like looser or anything. It's not terrible. Same with the buttons. They have like a different... They have like a more plasticky sound profile, but like they feel fine enough. The body's really small, but it like has a decent amount of weight to it. Like, it's not like terribly light, like you don't want it. Like, it feels like a toy. Like, it doesn't feel like a toy. It's just like a light, smaller arcade stick. I think for like it being small and light and portable, this isn't a bad arcade stick. For $40, it's like a nice starter stick. And there's some of them. You have to make sure you get the right F101. Some of the F101s were made with a 5-pin connector on the board, so you can upgrade to a Sanwa lever, right? So if these parts give out, I would never recommend on one of these starter sticks that you go out of your way to buy a starter stick and then buy Sanwa parts and put them in immediately. I always recommend that you let the parts on it die, and then after the parts die, after that, you buy yourself some nicer parts and you put those in, right? So you get the most out of your $40 at the beginning. I used it for like a week. I used it for like 4 days. I didn't use it for a full week, right? But whenever I think of a week, I think of a work week, which is 5 days, because, you know, I'm a working adult. Fuck, that sucks. Holy shit. I used it for like 4 days, and I didn't hate it. I think it was like a nice enough experience. I think that it's really cool that it has some things that other sticks are missing, that other sticks on the market just like refuse to put, especially for like something so small, right? It actually has your left stick, right stick, D-pad, turbo, home, select, and start up here. Like, they're all up here. They're not like separate buttons on the side, like the wraps. They're not like up here in the front, like the Mad Catz. What was it called? The Mad Catz SE Standard Edition arcade stick, right? There was like 2 buttons up here back in the day. That was like a PS3 stick. And this is about the size of the SE. This is like the size of the Mad Catz SE. I think there's even like vinyl wraps you can get for these. I don't hate this stick. I'm far past graduated from a stick like this because I just own way more lavish and expensive arcade sticks. But you don't need a lavish or expensive arcade stick to start off. Say you're PC only. I think this is like a fine enough stick to start with if you're PC only and you want to get into trying arcade sticks. Actual recommend for me, for sure. Like, if you're looking for something that's still in production that you can still buy brand new, because the problem is I really want to recommend like something like the Combo Carbon or the Combo Drone to people. So I think those are like, bar none, the best arcade sticks from last generation and the generation before that you can find under $100, but they're not made brand new anymore. So if you're finding them under $100, they're not brand new in the box with warranties, parts secured. They might have parts that are loose because someone's already modded or opened it up, or they might have parts that are already worn because someone modded it, opened it up. So you'd have to put more money in immediately to upgrade those parts. Something like this, you don't have to because you're buying it brand new. You just use it as it is until the parts break. I've heard different things from people who own Mayflashes, right? My friend Rush, shout outs to Rush. I gave him new parts when his went out, his buttons. His Mayflash F500 Elite, which is basically the same parts but red, or Mayflash F500, not Elite. The Elite comes with Sonos. They went out in like 8 months of use, 9 months of use, but he's like a gamer. Bro played every day. He played whole lot of Guilty Gear. So, right, using it every single day, the parts lasting 8 to 9 months isn't too bad. All right, I only maybe have 30 hours on this thing. So I can't speak for this model's longevity, but for $40, if you can get into a box that will allow you to play the games you want to play in a different way, right? Like, oh yeah, I come from pad, I want to try stick, but I don't want a giant, massive stick that takes up a bunch of fucking space, right? Like, I love my fighting stick alpha. Yeah, the wire's just sticking out, fight me. But it takes up a lot of space. For people who don't have a lot of space or don't want a lot of, like, encumbrance, because that's the thing, is you're trying to put that shit in your backpack, good luck, right? I have a certain specialty backpack that this thing fits in, and I also put a detachable lever mod on it so that it would work easier and I could carry it easier. This is so much smaller. This could easily fit into like a school bag, legitimately. I think it's a nice enough stick for $40. I wasn't mad about my purchase. I just don't use it very often because it's not something I need, but it was something I wanted to try so I could at least talk about it. And I didn't give it a proper review because I was too busy trying to finagle with firmware. You have to finagle with firmware to get this stick to work, but once you finagle with firmware, it's a good stick.